Hey K-popers, welcome back to Hey K-popin. Today I really wanted to talk about Stayc and the future of K-pop because I think they are it and it is them. So without any more delay, let's get into the video. So in November 2020, Hype Entertainment released the debut song So Bad for their first ever group, a girl group called Stayc. This song presented what 4th Gen K-pop represented, a stellar beat with amazing vocals and a visually pleasing music video. The composition of the song is what makes it so specifically 4th Gen, and I highlight this because for their first ever comeback, they, without realizing, became the definition of the next generation of K-pop will possibly sound like. And honestly, I think they did realize because the group is produced by Black Eyed Pilsong, which is one of the best producer duo in K-pop in my opinion. They make songs like Likey, Ooh Ah, Dudum Dudum, Gotta Go, etc. So generations of K-pop, or rather placing K-pop in generations, is a tedious and complicated task. Many believe K-pop is still within the 3rd generation, which in my opinion is the farthest from the truth. Right now, for me and a lot of fans, K-pop is in its 4th generation. I'll hopefully do a video on what the generations are in my eyes in the future, but for now, Stayc, with the release of ASAP, have possibly pushed K-pop into its 5th generation. This is completely based on the composition of the song and its sound. Look at it this way. K-pop right now has a distinct sound and way of composing. Of course, it may vary depending on the company, but you'll probably have an intro, then verse, then pre-chorus, then chorus, and so on. You get the point. And this is always noticeable, as in like the change or transition from each section to the next. Let's use So Bad, their debut song, as an example. You have the intro, which leads into the verse, then to the pre-chorus, then chorus, and going into each, the melody possibly shifts, and there's sort of a build-up, if you get what I'm trying to show. This technique is visible in every 4th Gen K-pop song and possibly all generations before, because the music tells, the melody tells, and practically everything the song is tells. However, this isn't so with ASAP. Looking at ASAP upon the first listen, even up to the 10th listen, I thought this was the pre-chorus, and this was the chorus. It just made sense audibly in that way. But to my surprise, this is the pre-chorus. This is the chorus. And this is the post-chorus. And that's extremely confusing and almost completely uncomfortable, but brilliant at the same time. It's different and I was shocked to find this out, but this exact composition and sound is possibly where K-pop will soon find itself. Of course, not all of K-pop, but probably most. And let's be honest, many people will probably leave the K-pop train, and many will probably join when this next phase of its evolution begins, but that happens every time, and at this point, well, it should be pretty normal if you ask me. If you look at it, Many people have preferences with the music they listen to, and for them, this preference was met with the generation of K-pop or whatever genre they started in. If it changes, it's natural for them to possibly leave because it lost what they liked. But this just means others will join because it has what they want. You get me? But I mean, K-pop have been known to carry over their fans and never really truly losing them. So I doubt it really matters. So at this point, you're probably wondering, what exactly is the conclusion of what I'm saying? What exactly is the point of this video? Well, I'm just trying to point out that without a doubt, Stayc have carved their names into K-pop with their music, and if they haven't already, they will. They have even possibly become the first of the new generation, the fifth generation. And this is all because of their production team. I still can't believe we'll be leaving fourth generation soon though. It feels like it started just the other day, but it's been around 4 to 5 years already. It was the most iconic genre in my opinion, and I will make a video on this. But anyways, for a new group, I think their discography is beautiful. And it's not just the lyrics or their voices, but the melody and the music and the arrangement, everything is so stunning and well produced. Kudos to Black Eyed Pilsa. I am in love with their music, especially the song Love Fool. I think that song is rather beautiful and I love what it speaks on or says. It's how anyone would think, you know? It's like a cool summer's day out with your first love. It's just listen. I am baffled by it. So yeah, a lot of people could say there are better voices and songs in K-pop, but for some reason, Jae, Issa, Sehun, Yoon, Sehun, and Sumin, I know I pronounced Sehun and Sehun wrong, I'm sorry, have amazing voices and they work so well together. I always enjoy hearing them sing. I don't know, but within K-pop, if you have a girl in a girl group with a deep voice, they tend to snuff it out and change it to be higher or something like that, like what JYP did with Hirei-san. I'm not sure if that's disrespectful to call her that in Japan, but I really love her last name. I'm referring to Momo-san, if you were wondering. But the way the producers or management at HYBE uses Jae and Sumin's voices and practically glorifies it is absolutely genius. It meshes so well with the higher pitches in the group and really complements the tones and songs. In my opinion, it makes the songs feel balanced and I love it. Plus, deep voice rappers or singers are to die for. I mean, hello, Felix. So lastly, I just want to touch on the fact that Stacey's management is probably the most respectable in the game in my opinion. I realized this the other day, but do y'all see how long their dresses and skirts are? When I started to watch their stages, I thought about how awkwardly long they made their clothes. It was uncomfortable for me to look at. And this isn't because it's wrong for them to be that long, but more because of how the K-pop industry have normalized practically sexualizing or over-sexualizing their female artists. I mean, look at Rosé for example. She has never been dressed in anything that goes past her ass. Literally, unless it's pants, you'll never see that. I know I'm probably stretching it a bit, but for me, I've barely seen her in anything long, and sometimes I have to really wonder if she's completely comfortable in what she's wearing. So because of this, I'm not really used to seeing skirts or dresses that are so long on an artist. But I truly respect it, honestly. They chose to give them clothes that are age appropriate and comfortable to dance in. I mean, Jae is the youngest, and I think she was born in like 2004, 2003, or 2005, and that's pretty young in my opinion. K-pop should really learn from this because it's agonizing to watch your favorite artists pulling down their clothes and feeling really uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable. And for them to realize that they need to be respectful and dress them properly is truly commendable. So this won't take that long. I know I did say that was the last thing, but the fact that Stayc has been using their actual vocals on stage is so nice. I really like that. Because at the start of 4th gen, with groups like IZ*ONE, you didn't really get to hear stage vocals when the artists debut. They would normally use like a pre-recording and just lip sync, and that extremely annoys me. I would rather hear an unstable and genuine performance than lip syncing. At least that way I can see for myself the growth of the group. Like, let's just say twice. They grew exponentially and it makes me feel so proud. But Stayc is actually pretty stable in my opinion, so I'm quite proud of them. They remind me of like TXT or ENHYPEN. So anyways, well, I rambled on for pretty long and possibly lost the topic while praising Stayc and their management, but I really do think they are good and I hope their future albums don't disappoint. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. See you soon.